We have to find out what happened here, and on top of that, find out who is Santa and who killed him, and why. I can answer that.
Oh?
Hey, welcome to the channel. If you like what you see, don't forget to subscribe. Today we're playing Medieval Chronicles episode 4.3. I hope you enjoy. No matter how hard I try, I can't think of a single way that can explain how this murder happened. So, either there is a perfectly sensible explanation for all of this, or it was really an act of God. I don't believe God is mixed in all this, no. This is one of those cases where it brings my entire existence into question, whether it was worthless or not.
Isn't your life already worthless?
Damn. Yes, but being somehow unable to solve this case makes me feel more worthless than ever.
So I guess you don't know what happened here either.
I have a couple of guesses, but nothing solid. I guess we can't solve this today.
Wow, it is surprising to see you stumped like this.
What did you expect? We don't know who the victim is, we don't know how he was killed, we don't even have a motive for murder. Oh, but I had already a motive, but I just need to find the right one to add it to.
And it definitely was not an accident. This feels too elaborate for that. Maybe it was really God who killed him.
God? That reminds me, I was supposed to help the priest with the land ownership issue. Why don't you guys wrap this up while I... Wait. Where's the crybaby? Hey, yeah, where is Amber?
You noticed that just now? She said something about leaving to follow shimmering light, then she left.
Seriously? And you let her? What if she got lost? What if she was kidnapped? If this was a horror movie, Amber would be the first one to die.
I thought you would be more angry about the fact that she's ditching work.
Angry? I'm proud. She's finally learning from me. I call that progress.
Never mind. We will take care of the rest. You go and settle their dispute.
Fine.
And done. And that's how you clear a crime scene. There are a couple of spots left though. I mean, pretty sure I can see that pool of blood from outer space.
Not my problem.
I'm pretty sure it is. How many free session coupons would it take for you to keep quiet about this? I don't need any, but I want you to tell Dregg during his sessions that Polly doesn't exist and he's just a figment of his imagination.
Done!
Ha! That will teach him to interfere with my love life, friendly advice, my bet! Well, before that, let's see if they are able to solve this mess.
You blasphemous members of the government! I established this church 5 years ago, and I made sure to check your records.
Good point.
Well, you didn't check hard enough. I have the official papers of the land right here.
A very good point.
Stop saying good point already! Don't you have anything better to add to the conversation?
You make an excellent point, Polly. Yeah, that was to be expected.
God damn it!
Do not take the Lord's name in vain. Do you wish to go to the most horrible place in the universe?
I know, right? Damn post office.
The what now?
Didn't you guys apply for the land when you established your church? It's pretty common among religious communities.
We did last year when we stayed here already for 4 years, but so far the only response we got it was pending. Well, that ain't right. We started the plans to build the fort 6 months ago and we didn't run into anything like that.
To be fair, the land development office is filled with lazy people who have the brains of a fish. Meh, kinda true.
Oh man, I really don't want to go through those mountains of files to correct this. Is there any other way?
I think there might be a different problem altogether.
Like what?
Like, we don't know much about this piece of land as much as we should. Well, we do have some clues.
What do you mean by that?
I think this property already belongs to somebody else and we're just trespassers.
What? Somebody else? How can you say that?
There are a lot of things pointing to that theory and I would like to expand on that.
But I have official papers!
I've met the land development people and trust me, those documents are as useless as a sweater on the beach.
Frankly, I feel the same. Borderlands such as this one always are debatable for ownership, and you might need to check it out.
Is there even one government service in Raichu which isn't completely useless? If that's true, then you might actually will need to check the Bellbone records too.
Wait, first of all, what makes you think this Holy Land belongs to a human?
A lot of things actually. Let's start with something simple. The sign. Yeah, the sign. Fatherson, you put up a sign recently which said Church of God, Holy Land of God, Temple of God, God's Land, Home of God, Holy Land of God.
Yes, so what?
I noticed you used an old board you found lying around. Is that correct?
Yes, after cleaning the overgrown trees and clearing the land, I found it tucked in some stones.
Well, the thing is, something was written on that board which had faded away after years of exposure.
What?
Ah, yes. I used chemicals to make the residue resurface again.
There was something written on the board that might upset you. It was... Carnival. It mentioned the Carnival, and it also had some numbers which I'm assuming is its allocated land number.
What? But then why did no one come forward all these years?
So that's the clinic you were talking about. What were the numbers again? It was a long one, and many numbers are still not clear. But it definitely started with 4321, was it, right?
Those are right numbers, alright. Used mainly for businesses and not for military. Wait, what? Are you telling me this land was really someone else's private property? Hold on. Then it's even more confusing. I sent out a notice to claim anyone who owned this property to come forth.
And except for some obvious scammers, no one came forth.
There are always people who have to try. Which brings me to my second point. Why is no one claiming this land? Maybe because something happened here.
What do you mean?
For real? The tombstones aren't a clear enough sign for you. Fatherson, didn't these things strike you as odd when you saw them? Graves.
I did, and I also checked some of them. They are no graves, just tombstones, put on some random places.
They are not random.
What?
Most of the tombstones are around the fort, the church, trees, mounds, metal scrap. Oh yeah, around the metal scraps. Most of them are around metal scraps which resemble playground equipment.
Yes, I noticed.
And you didn't think of investigating that? We did, but no one knew what happened here. This place is very far from society and the people around here are always on the move.
So the most we could do was pray for the souls to pass on.
We have to find out what happened here, and on top of that, find out who is Santa and who killed him, and why.
I can answer that.
Oh?
It's Amber! Hey, I'm back. What? Did you say? I said I know who the victim is and also who killed him, and why. Wait, did we miss something?
But how could you possibly...
I had help from a new friend I made. And I'm right here and now to fulfill the promise I made to him, no matter what. I guess now I'll find out everything Amber discovered. Okay, that's just creepy. That light went in here. If there was a horror movie, I swear she'll die the first 10 seconds of the movie. I mean... What was that?
Ah, child's laughter. Is there anything more precious?
Wait, Orm is back. Not if it's coming from a dark abandoned house.
Relax, you got a golden angel to support you. Besides, this ghost feels more like a lost soul than a cursed one.
Lost soul?
Basically, it can't move on because it has something left to do.
That's horrible. What can I do to help? Let's just hope this child you're trying to help is going to murder your ass.
Well, look at you. Your fear left you as soon as you realized someone needs your help.
It's a child, right? Of course we have to help.
Just keep following it and make sure to check out the places it stops. That should tell us about what it wants.
Okay. Although it's going to be easier said than done in this darkness. The creepy laughter isn't making this any safer, man. It's a landscape painting. It's a piano. Aha! Found ya! Papa! Hurry up! Carnival will open soon! Huh? Carnival? Did you get the tickets? Tickets? I'm not your dad. Hey, wait! Where did he go?
I can sense he's still in this room somewhere. Perhaps looking for those tickets he mentioned might help.
How do we know they're still here?
They must be, otherwise the soul wouldn't have bothered bringing you here. There aren't many shelves here. This should be fast.
Fine. Famous last words. A table with drawers. A cupboard with drawers. A fireplace. Aha! Oh!
I think I found the tickets. So, what are those tickets for? It says Uncle Escador Funtime Carnival. Human marketing. Wait, this address is...
Well, now we know who the victim is.
He's back. Alright, you know the drill. Let's get to work. Yeah.
With such a name, it sounds like the dude drives a white van with candy in the back, if you know what I mean.
Papa, can you hear the music? We're almost there. Oh God, my ears! I see it. I can see the carnival from over here. Carnival from up here. Carnival from over here. He said something about seeing a carnival from a higher place. Is there something related to that here? Perhaps you should be looking for a picture or something. It's a framed poster of some sort. Aha! A landscape painting! Of course! A view from up here was referring to this. So, what's so special about this painting? It is... I think it's a painting of the carnival he mentioned. So how does that help? I knew it! The address on the tickets and this landscape. This is the same place where we found the body today. Wait, that place looked like a dump. So how old is this picture? I've no idea.
This might be a very old house.
He's here again. This kid might be older than we originally thought. Yeah. What? I told you! I will clean my room after we come back. Huh? Room? I haven't seen any other doors here yet, though.
There must be a hidden door then.
Wait, where's this room you mentioned? I sense him. He's somewhere above us. I think there may be a secret passage around here. Look for it.
Secret passage.
A fireplace. A clothes cupboard.
Behind a bookshelf?
The right side of a bookshelf. The left side of a bookshelf.
Nope. Not over here. Let's check this wall. It's not over here.
A table with drawers. It's a framed picture of some sort.
Aha!
I can feel a cold wind coming from behind this cupboard. Perhaps if I... Hey, there's a doorway here. The question is, why was it hidden? I guess we're about to find out.
Let's find out where that ghost went to. It's time for some feels, guys.
Oh, he's here. It seems like he wants to talk. Hello, lady. What you doing in my room? Hi, little boy. My name is Amber Heart. I came here looking for you. That's creepy. You're weird. Huh? Well, you did stalk a small boy to his room. Anyone would think the same. Hey, lady, what's your name? I'm Amber Heart, a police officer. Could you tell me your name? Papa told me to never give my name out to strangers. Don't forget it. You keep mentioning your father. Where is he? I don't know. I can't remember. Last time I saw him was here. But he stopped coming here a long time ago and sealed the entrance. Now I don't know where he is. Well, then how about we look together? He must have left some clues behind as to where he has gone. Okay. Search this room only. There must be a clue here since he brought us up to this room.
Why did he seal the entrance to this room?
A shattered liquor bottle. Papa started drinking those things a lot after he went to the carnival. That's natural, I guess. Can't blame him for going into despair. Yeah.
He grabbed the bottle.
A flower pot. The flowers have dried a long time ago, though. That's weird. I don't remember there being a flower pot in my room. It was probably kept here by his loved ones. These flowers. I saw them growing near the trees in the place where we found the body.
Okay, so this is actually really sad.
These are work orders? Papa gets those a lot when he's working. That means his father probably owns a business. You should remember it.
That's interesting to know. Oh? Is this a painting of you and your father? Yep, but I don't like the way my nose turned out on it. Your father's a handsome man with brownish blonde hair. I wonder how he looks now. Depends on how much time has passed. Now, who fits this description? What are these? Invoices? Papa spent hours studying those papers. He must be taking an exam. These numbers. There are a lot of cutbacks being made. Money was even taken out of maintenance budgets. Looks like the business wasn't doing so well. So, are these papers of his business or someone else's? What a cute teddy bear. Aw. Papa won that for me in the carnival. That's wholesome. Wait, that's... What's wrong? There are bloodstains on it. Oh no. If you don't want to continue, we can... No, I can't live with myself if I turn a blind eye to it. I want to save him. Don't worry, I'm right here, aren't I? Yeah. Another landscape painting of the carnival. Do you see that giant Ferris wheel? Papa said I was old enough to ride it this year. It was his first and last time. That Ferris wheel. I think that was the reason. Yeah, looks like someone didn't take care of equipment as they should have. A letter. Papa flew into a rage when he read it. Respected parent guardian, this letter was sent to inform you that Mr. Dane Escudor has been found guilty of negligence of maintaining equipment and has been sentenced to 30 years in prison. That's good, right? 30 years is a long time in human life, right? So if you got angry over this, you must have expected a death sentence. Oh. His date. The 30 years imprisonment ended about a month ago. I see. At least now we know why no one remembers about that place. That's never enough for people. It's never enough. These clothes are covered in mud. Ah, those are Papa's clothes. He goes through them a lot since he gets them dirty all the time. What? Does his father work in a coal mine or something? Until now it sounds like it's Vice, doesn't it? I think I know what happened here now. So, what now? I will fulfill your last wish. Really? Can you really do it? I will try. So please, go and rest now. Rest? I really don't know how to do that. That's okay. I'll guide you. Wow, cool. The two of you now. That's my big sister. She can be a meanie sometimes, but she's a good person. Since I will be taking this skit, you know what you have to do, but you will need to do it alone, right? Amberheart never breaks promises, except the ones on dieting, so I'll definitely do it. You can't say no to pie, I mean, Well, it was nice meeting you, lady. Thanks for everything. That's what friends do. Friends? Oh, that's right. I never told you my name. My name is Abel. Abel... Okay, it's quite clear now. There's but one dude whose name starts with a V. What? You know who the killer is? When? How? Well, that's a first. The seniors are dumbfounded while the junior has all the answers. Officer Dregg, if you'll allow me... It's time to end this. Go ahead. Saves me the trouble. Thank you. The reason this case was deemed unsolvable was because we didn't know the who, the why, and the how. Right, we don't know who the victim is, or why he was killed, and more importantly, we don't know how he was killed. Right, so let's start with the who, as in who was the victim. The victim's name was... Oh god, what was it again? Escudor? Dane Escudor? Main or Dane Escudor? Main? Ah crap, Dane, yeah. The victim's name was Dane Escudor. He was the owner of a carnival. He was the owner of Uncle Escudor's Funtime Carnival. Oh my god, that name of the park, I swear to god. Carnival? Just like the sign we found. Never heard of it.
That's because the carnival was shut down and the owner went to prison for 30 years. He was in prison for the last 30 years. I'm sure you can find his record if you look up his name. So the prison tattoos are real. I'll be sure to look it up when I get back. But then, why was he here? Because this is where the carnival was held. I see. An outdoor business. That would also explain all the playground equipment and broken rides we see lying around. And the reason he came back here for being released last month was because, technically, this land is his property.
Pardon me, but that's impossible. When I was building the church, I looked for the ownership of the land, but found none.
That's because the land was seized for the ongoing investigation at that time. But it seems the officials forgot to release the land after the case was over, and since no one was around to notice it...
Oh, for real?
The land remained as government property, which is why the army thought they could use it. Ah, what a mess.
The police themselves almost made it impossible for us to solve this murder. Oh, that's dumb.
I guess we should take a look at those records. Damn government, wasting everyone's time like this.
So, now that we know the who, we should look into the why, right?
And I'm guessing the why lies in the story behind the reason he went to prison. Yes. 30 years ago, the carnival had an incident with its... Ferris wheel, probably, yeah. The Ferris wheel broke down and fell, causing several injuries and death. Many among them were children.
How horrible! Those poor souls.
May they find peace in the embrace of God.
Why is this my first time hearing about it?
Probably because it happened 30 years ago, and I guess people simply forgot about it.
Seriously?
It happens. I mean, look at the Russian Balboa War. People are already treating it like a distant memory.
Yeah,
the reason the Ferris wheel broke down was
because of poor maintenance.
The poor maintenance caused by budget cuts was the reason the ride broke, and the incident happened. The owner was found guilty for negligence and sentenced to 30 years in prison. What? He got off easy. He should have received the capital punishment.
Maybe that's it.
What?
Maybe that's what our killer thought too. The killer also thought that the owner got off lightly and wanted justice.
Yes, that's exactly what happened. And with that, now we have a motive.
So you know the identity of the killer?
More or less. I know someone with a motive. I don't have any proof of it though.
What do you mean we don't have any evidence? We have a room full of evidence. I'll take responsibility for any false accusations, so go on ahead.
Wow, it's weird having you take responsibility for something. I think it's the only actual supervision you've done until this point.
Desperate times call for desperate measures.
Right. The tombstones that are put here, each one represents a child dying that day on those spots. I see.
How tragic.
But the one I want to talk about is the one behind me, where we found the body. It belongs to a child whose parent is here with us today. This person was so traumatized by that child's death, it sent them to a downward spiral. Isn't that right?
Foreman Vice.
Isn't that right? Foreman Vice?
What? Vice, is this true?
Oh, don't you dare deny it.
30 years ago, they lost their only son in the carnival incident. His name was Abel Adam. Yeah, it was Abel. Your son's name was Abel Vice. He was 9 years old and it was his first time to ride the Ferris wheel.
How do you know all that?
You could live with the fact, knowing the man responsible was still alive. So you hatched a plan. You knew when he was getting out and made arrangements for the army to build a fort here, so that you would be present when he comes.
That's...
And about a month ago, you saw him wandering about here and got your chance.
That's some determination.
30 years of waiting, and you finally succeeded in killing him last night.
Where's your proof? Oh, we'll certainly find something around here.
Abel was your son. Isn't that enough?
I'm not rejecting that. It certainly gives me motive, but there's no proof that I killed him.
Please stop this. You're only hurting the memory of your child by doing all this. Let his memory rest.
Shut up! My child died a long time ago, and I made peace with that.
No, you didn't! It was an accident, and Escadar paid for his crimes. He deserved a second chance.
Are you defending the bastard who murdered children? What kind of horrible person are you?
Please, Abel is stuck. He can't move on because you can't move on. Let it go.
My son is dead. Now get out of my face. I have nothing more to say to you.
Alright, that's enough. Amber, come over here. Here we go. Just because a person has a tragic past, that doesn't automatically turn them into a good guy. A human is a miserable creature. It will always try to justify its actions, no matter how horrible or one-sided they might be. I admire that you try to persuade with kindness, but there are some assholes who are blind to that kind of thing. You did good bringing us to this point. You can leave the hard-ass stuff to us now. I'm sorry. I wasn't able to... It's okay. Sister Margaret, can you...
Of course. Amber, dear, let's rest inside for now.
Okay. It's time for the big boys to take over.
Finally! What kind of cop breaks down and cries? What a crybaby.
Yeah, that's true. But hey, at least you got me now, right?
What's the difference? You still don't have any proof.
The difference is that I'm not going to be as kind in my interrogation, and soon I'm going to make you regret the same. Time to teach this ass of a guy a lesson.
Is that a threat?
You bared your fangs at a pup who just wanted to help you. Now the pack will make sure to devour you whole. And don't think about running. I'm keeping an eye on you. I got nothing special to add, except I'll beat you to a pulp for making her cry after you confess.
And what makes you think I will?
Because if even half of what she said is true, then you're a balloon waiting to pop. I just have to keep pumping you up. I got a feeling he won't last long. Let's talk about how Santa, Escador died. He fell. He fell, right? Just like your son did all those years ago.
That's a little harsh way to put it.
You wanted a real cop to handle this, right? So I'm handling it. So answer the question.
Isn't that a coincidence? Besides, how the hell did I take him up in the sky and drop him without anyone noticing?
Mainly because you knew the schedule of the priest, sister, Captain Graham, yes. You knew when Graham would leave his spot and when he would come back, so you timed your plan accordingly.
Hold on. Now that I think about it, didn't you give me that muffin which you gave me the runs last night, Vice?
Another fabricated story. You're pretty adamant on making me out to be the killer.
No. Now that I know the facts, I'm pretty sure that you're the only one who's capable of this murder.
What?
I'll admit, you had me stumped. I couldn't wrap my head around how he died. With no direction, I was searching blindly, but the kid came through, and now I realized one important point about this murder.
And what's that?
What mattered was the height at which the victim had to fall. It doesn't necessarily mean it had to be sky high. The same effect can be achieved by pushing the victim from ground level into a hole.
What?
Now we got him. The priest was complaining about the holes he made to make the support structure were too big. So I thought, what if they purposely made a hole larger than the rest with the sole purpose of killing someone?
Oh. I don't know what you're talking about.
Captain Graham, are there any holes that were covered up before the body was discovered?
Yeah. The men had just finished installing a support beam this morning before the body was found.
Tell them to dig it up again before it dries. I bet we'll find traces of blood at the bottom.
Even if you find them, so what? Anyone could have pushed that maggot down below.
Maybe so, but don't forget, the body was not found in the hole, it was found on top of that mound. But then there's one thing that bugs me out actually. Why not just close the hole and be done with it? I mean, nobody would have found the body.
So, what are you saying?
I'm saying that only you could have moved the body the way it was found.
Huh? How?
Simple. Use the same thing you used for the trees. You have special equipment you use to move trees along with the ground alongside them.
Ah, it can definitely lift the surrounding ground with a tree, but doesn't it need like 4 people to operate it?
Ah, you see, Vice was considerate enough to tell me earlier that he's perfectly capable of using it alone.
That's...
Dr. Sai, I'm pretty sure that if you check that equipment, you might find blood traces on it.
No, you won't. It's cleaned with water every morning.
No worries, water doesn't wash away blood completely. With the help of some chemicals, I can make them visible again.
What?
Well now, Foreman Vice, we have the motive,
the evidence, and your sour face. Anything more to add? A confession would be nice. Why? Why are you going so far for that maggot? Because of the law. We have the duty to treat every person the same, otherwise how can we uphold it? Even if the child is a child murderer! Yep, he broke down. Just like the kid said. Escador paid for his crimes. Well, it wasn't enough for me! He should have been given a death sentence! Maybe so. But your child was not the only one to die that day. It wasn't solely your decision. That lass was right. I hadn't gotten over my son's death. It's been 30 years, but still. Yeah, she feels that everyone can be saved, even a killer like you. They are not going to be lenient with my punishment, are they? As far as the law is concerned, you killed an innocent person with an extensive premeditated plan. If we let you go because of your past, it may be used in future cases for reference, and true killers will take advantage of that. I see. Can you tell that girl something for me? Sure. Tell her, thank you, but it's too late for me. Guards, take this man into custody.
Yes, sir!
Abel, I'm sorry for troubling you, but don't worry. Papa will be home soon.
Oh, I guess he'll die.
How are you feeling?
Incredibly hungry! Oh good, she's back to normal.
What passes for normal around here anyway?
I guess I should head back to the office and report the error. Since Mr. Escador doesn't seem to have any relatives, I should be able to give the judge the rights to this land. But I was also hoping you would let us use a part of the land for the fort.
Thank you. I'll think about it.
Father?
Sure, as long as you maintain proper conduct.
That guy lives under a shoe store. Damn.
Thank you.
Good, because I really didn't want to go home with the case pending.
Well then, if it's all the same to you, I'll take my leave. Many patients to help. As long as you understand the meaning of the word help.
I suppose I should head back as well. I still haven't gotten complete control of my insides yet.
Too much information. We should get going too. There's going to be a lot of paperwork for this case.
Right.
What's wrong? Why are you looking at me like that?
Nothing. Just something that the Sai said to me. Weirdo.
Father, we still need to prepare for the masses.
Oh, right. After you. Oh, and Officer Dregg, I wouldn't mind if you came by the church again. I can probably help you. How about I meet you halfway at the bar and get drunk on holy wine? Sounds good to me.
Hey, can I come too?
Do so and I'll get you like a pig.
What?
What?
Nothing, just talking to myself. Anyways, we must hurry.
Right.
I see. So she likes him. Women in love can be scary.
Women are scary in general. Don't turn out like her, okay?
Okay. Hey, wait up! Do you have a brother or something?
Oh god, Tira. Oh, you're just hopeless. Have some self-worth. You are okay, right?
Yeah, just lost control of my emotions for a second there. I guess the nickname Crybaby suits me, right?
Not in this case, no.
Huh?
The reason I called you Crybaby is because you break down at the littlest inconvenience.
That's good to know, I think.
But today you cried for someone else. You wish to save someone who was doomed from the start.
I had my reasons.
Just remember, we have lives too. I mean, not me particularly, but what I'm saying is we have our own baggages as well. So feel free to save as many people as you want, but remember to not let it affect you. Not let it change you.
But what about others?
If there's one lesson life has taught me, it's that she likes to give lemons.
Huh?
You can choose to eat it, make lemonade, throw it at someone else, your choice. The point is, if you keep worrying about other people's lemons, you will get spoiled by the time you realize it. Am I making sense? Because it sounded a lot better in my head.
No, I get it. Thanks.
Alright, let's go. We still have work to do.
Right. By the way, what about the pie you promised?
Fine, we'll stop at the bar. I need to get a drink anyway.
No way! That place smells bad and their pies are not very big.
It's either that or no pie.
Huh. In that case, can I get a lemon pie?
That was to be expected.
Sure.
Alright guys and girls, next video we'll play another Medieval Chronicles game, the 5th one in the series. See you again then. Ciao! If you're interested in this channel, why not subscribe? There's a subscribe button right here. And if you want to see more content, there are 2 more videos linked over here as well, so go have a look.